The offense today?
Well, I'll tell you what, we came out, we played hard, we played with toughness. I mean, we played our butts off from the first whistle to the last, and that's something that we talked about all week, was just we wanted to come out, we wanted to play Michigan State football, the type of football that we know how to play, the type of football that we train for year-round, and I felt like we did that today.
They take some things away, especially in the running game. Can you talk about where you guys progressed and where you guys still need to make ground?
Yeah, give credit to them. Did a good job kind of stifling up our run game a little bit, but that gave opportunities for guys to make plays on the outside, and that's what we did. Keith's play, his touchdown obviously was huge, and right before that series, I said, who's going to be the first one to make a play? Who's it going to be? And they all looked in my eyes, and they were up for the challenge, and it happened to be Keith. And Tony made a great catch on one of the third downs, and Benny made a huge catch on the third down, so we made some progress there, and we'll just keep getting better.
And I know you have checkdowns available to you, but when they're putting 7, 8 guys in the box, you have audibles available to go to a pass and get out of that?
Yeah, we have plays that we know what we can't run into, and then whether it be built in or whether it be just a out of the blue check, those are things that we prepare for, and that's why we have meetings and that we're ready to do.
What's the biggest thing that they did defensively that gave you guys problems?
Well, they just played physical. I thought they had a good pass rush all day, and that's a lot of. And they didn't blitz a whole lot, so their front four, that's a good defensive line, and they're going to cause a lot of people some problems. But I thought we did a good job with protection. I thought we did a good job of picking up the way through at us.
The last drive, Andrew, can you just talk about, the defense gets you the ball back, you got one shot there, can you just talk about what transpired?
Why are they even? It all kind of runs together. That was a 3 and out.
I think you had one first down at the beginning.
We had one first down at the beginning. Just plays were there to be made. For whatever reason, we didn't make them. And that we knew it was either going to be, that was going to be our last drive. We're going to have one more, so we had to make something happen, and we did. But we'll come back and we'll be better prepared for those situations when they come in the future.
You talked about staying together last week. The deflation of a loss like this at the beginning of the Big Ten. Can you just talk about where you guys go from here a little bit and the mindset of things?
Well, I think it starts with realizing that all of our goals are still intact. Obviously, we can still win our side of the conference. We still have a chance to go to Indianapolis. We still have a chance to go to Pasadena. So I think it starts with keeping our hope there and keeping, knowing that our goals are still in front of us. And if we play like we did today, if we play Michigan State football the way that we train to, and if we stay together, I think we're going to win our fair share. We're going to have a chance at it.
Obviously, the passing game was much better in the second half. What are you guys going to do to get off to better starts against even this game, but every week?
Well, that's crucial every game. It doesn't matter who you're playing, and you always want to start fast. But if you don't, I think it's important not to kind of, if the first series doesn't go how you want it to, obviously you want to start fast. But if it doesn't, I think that's just, you have to stay together. I mean, we keep going back to that thing, but stick together and go out. And every time you go out on the field, you have to believe that that's going to drive you go down and score.
What does it mean? Do you think Travis Jackson's injury had?
Well, I'll tell you, Travis is he started all last year for us, and he started this year, obviously, and that's a guy that people really look to in the locker room as a leader, really respected, very well liked. So him going down is a lot like Foe going down, where you lose his experience and he loses his leadership. So Ethan Rule will do a great job stepping in for us. Ethan's a fifth-year senior, a guy who's been here for a long time and really paid his dues and works hard for this moment, so he'll do a great job for us. But obviously we feel for Travis, but we know that he'll be there cheering us on and doing whatever he can.
What does spreading the ball around to different receivers mean to this offense to get it moving forward? And also talk a little bit about how you guys used Le'Veon in the passing game today on the backfield and what that did.
Anytime you can spread the ball around and get the ball to your playmakers, that's something that's going to keep a defense guessing, and so they can't hone in on one thing and take away something. And then if we do kind of focus on one and then they take that away, well then we could be in trouble. But that's the advantage of having so many playmakers and people we can get the ball to. And with Le'Veon in the pass game, that's one of the strengths is receiving and making yards after catch. So that's something that we try to utilize.
Last question for
Andrew, with Le'Veon in the run game, talk about what Ohio State did to take him away, and also what they did to stop him.
Well, I think they did. They packed the box a little bit. When we were in, power formations, they'd roll a safety down and they'd pack it pretty good. And they just played physical and did a good job, stopping the run.
Thanks.